Oh yeah!
Alright, hope everybody's having a good one. Welcome to Planet Coaster 2 with Cookie Pirate. Today we are going into the Viking Park to kind of continue some, some reshaping a little bit. So, alright, let's go ahead and jump in. What did we do in this park yesterday? Don't really remember a whole lot. Oh yeah, okay, yeah, so we took this coaster out, and we were gonna find another place to, set it. We replaced the teacup ride. Yeah, for a second there, I kinda struggled to remember what we did, because we ended up doing kind of some real-world blueprints, and that was actually a lot of fun. Not that this wasn't. Alright. Hey, let me give you people a hint. All you need to do is put your left foot forward, then your right foot forward, and walk out from the chairs. Go there. Alright, he's stuck and he's desperate. Yeah. Alright, go get you some stuff. Now you're not stuck on the chair. You people are stuck on the chairs too. Like, what's with everybody getting stuck on the chairs? You put your left foot forward, then your right foot forward, and you walk out from the chairs. If I have to go and pick you up again, then you're getting sent home. Somebody's a little bit too relaxed on one of these chairs. It's him. And I know I've mentioned this before, but I absolutely love the attention to detail. Look at this sign right here. Pool rules. No cannonballs. We all know what that means. And no running. It's just those little funny things that get really exciting, you know. Just to see the level of detail they put into this game on some of the stuff is nice. Hey, Brahmic, welcome. I hope Frontier incorporates a fix for that in the update tomorrow. Yeah, I hope to. You know, let me actually pull up the website real quick and see if they have any news, because usually a day or two before they give, no they don't, unless it's in the Sorcery Pack update news. Oh, yes it is. Okay. So I'm actually going to pull this up on screen real quick. I hear a guard. Yeah. Okay, so here we go. So this is the stuff that we're getting. I'll go over this real quick, and I'm not 100% sure that I'm going to pick the DLC up tomorrow. I might. It's only $12.99 US dollars, which is actually pretty good. That's not a bad price for what you're getting. So yeah, here we go. Oh, I don't have cookies enabled. But we're not going to watch the video. 5 enchanting and new customizable attractions, 100 of sorcery-themed scenery pieces, animatronics, and a brand new entertainer. I'm looking forward to that. And I really would like to see them go back and add entertainers for the free themes that they've added with previous updates. So the fantasy or the fairy tale pirate theme, I really want a pirate mascot roaming around the park. Arr, matey! Give me your cookies! And then the western and sci-fi themes. I think all four of those could really use entertainers. Because, I mean, what... No, I'm not going to say what good is a park without an entertainer. But it makes that feel more complete if they would add those, because that is a considerable part of the park. You get the Intamin. I'm not calling it Outamax. I mean, we all know this is Intamin. The LSM Raid Coaster. Dual directions, pass-through switch tracks, swing launches will all be possible. I hope they add swing launches to some of the real-world models that should have it, like the Intamin Hydraulic. The Premier Rides one, that one is severely lacking the swing launches. The dual direction and pass-through tracks are not as big of a deal to me. But I really want to see them extend swing launches into some of those other models. The bike and sidecar, that's kind of like the Harry Potter theme coaster. The Vekoma Kitty coaster. The Flying Theater, this will actually be a pretty cool update. I like all these crystals. That actually looks really cool. Gale Force, it looks like a giant swing. That'll be pretty neat. Almost not quite like the slingshot ride, but what's the other one? It's like the air swing sort of thing, but it's a little different. And then the scenery pack, and here we go. Update 7 news is in this news article, so it's not in its own. Square queue paths are going to be great. The challenge mode I think will be pretty fun. Sharing a full list of changes closer to launch. Well, it's launching tomorrow, is it not? Update 7? Yes, okay. So I guess they'll give the full list tomorrow once it's out. So, alright, let's close that out back into the game here. And I already downloaded the video for Soaring. Soarin', I guess, is, yeah, to put in the Flying Theater. That is going to be cool. I'd almost be tempted to do one of my flight sim streams. Yeah, that's going to be really neat, though. Alright. So we talked about doing a couple different things here. All these power things, poor conditions. Well, you just get them. And pickpockets, all of that stuff. Pretty much nothing overly important. It's all kind of run-of-the-mill news that we get when we load into the park for the first time in a day. One of your flights would be amazing. Oh, well, I might do that. I haven't really thought much about that. Oh, the other thing we did is build this chair swing ride, and it actually has a decent line. I think more people will come over toward it at some point. But I loved these rides as a kid. I mean, I haven't been on one in many years, but that would be fun. I really like, and it's sad, the one at Carowinds has been standing but not operating for a long time. But I personally really enjoy, not that. Well, the observation towers are cool too. This right here, this is what I was looking for. One of these sun flares. These are the swinging chairs that go way up a couple 100 feet. Those are really fun. I might add one of those in here at some point. I feel like the park could use, because that observation tower is old. People aren't really getting on it. Yeah. Oh, there's a few people. Not many though. So I think we could really. It would be cool to get some other tower rides, like maybe one of the drop towers or something like that, you know. So I might I might consider adding one of those. I'm glad you enjoy those. They fall into the oh hell no in my list. Oh man, I like them. I'm afraid of heights. That's the ironic thing. But I love the view that you get. I just don't like looking down. Yeah, a couple people have gotten sick over here, and there's a little bit of litter. Oh, we've got 2 janitors coming over this way. Hopefully, yep, turn. Yes, please. Alright, we got... Oh, come on! They're walking right past it. Alright, your break is over. Said you were returning from break. Clean it, please. You gotta be kidding me. I'm off to the staff building for a break. This break is in progress. I don't know. It's the cow ride. There's a fair bit over there. We'll have to. So, well, looks like the cow has woke up. That sounds so bad when I say that. Oh, man. Let me figure out a way to maybe... Or I'm thinking we might actually just replace this restaurant, because we're going to redo this whole park entrance. Yeah, you can hear it all the way across the list. All over here from the entrance. I'm too pretty to clean up puke. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, so we shut this down. We can actually delete this pool and replace it. We can build a better one somewhere. I know I talked about possibly relocating this ride. I think it would fit decently, at least, over there. Maybe if we even kind of rotate it, or if we kind of squeeze it back over here or something like that. I'm not totally sure, but we can look into that. The interesting thing about this map is, unlike the others, it seems like the terrain rises pretty steeply and leaves you a lot of room up top, kind of on the hills on this map. Especially over here. I mean, look at all of this unused land. That could actually be a really good place for something like a mine train, terrain coasters, something that could go underground. And this, actually all of this over here does as well. It curves up here at the top before it drops off. Kind of right along the bottom of some of these cliffs. But I see that all as terrain that we could possibly try to utilize. But the thing is, you're not going to get people that are going to want to walk up there. So you are kind of limited in your ability to effectively use that, other than for just some kind of over space for, you know, your coasters or tracked rides, stuff like that. But that's something that I think we should keep in mind. This is all unused space. This was where the hydraulic coaster that we had. I'd like to try to place that back somehow. That would probably require us moving a fair bit of stuff over here. And it may... maybe it won't, actually. In fact, if I go get the blueprint, because I know I have it saved. Not that. My creations. Okay, there we go. Easier. Yeah, this is it right here. If we rotated it and placed it back through here, we could actually get it to go up through the terrain. Kind of like you're going up the hill. So I'm almost wondering about placing that over there, because we're not really going to do anything with this over here. I don't really think there's enough room to build much on top over... Maybe over here, but again, I don't think people are really going to want to walk up there. And I'm almost wondering if we should maybe redo the stairs to get up. But I know this is what we said we wanted, or what I said I wanted to use for the water park, so the path would get rerouted a little bit. And that's why I'm considering moving that coaster. The other thing we could do is build around it, like out here, but then it kind of gets desegmented by the lift hill and first drop of this coaster here. We do this over here, and if we clear some of this up and move some of these shops and stuff like that, we'll have a much larger footprint. Maybe for a small, compact coaster, something like a Gerstlauer, perhaps. A Gerstlauer Infinity Coaster could be a really good addition in this area, and it could be just a good addition to the park, because we don't really have anything focused on that. Do I have any launched coasters? I don't think I do now after we got rid of the hydraulic one. So a Gerstlauer with a launch and maybe a vertical lift hill or something like that could be a really good addition to the park in that footprint. Oh, somebody broke a bench. Who did it? Aha! Right there. He did it. Out. We'll have somebody going over there to fix that up in a moment. Oh, look at that. Look at that hustle right there. We'll probably get a launch coaster tomorrow once Jimpers gets the update. Yeah, but the thing would be I'd have to have the DLC for it. And I've considered getting it, but I'm not 100% sure. I might wait a little bit just to see kind of how it does. But I might just get the bullet. I'll give it a go. Oh, man. Alright, yeah, tell you what. Let's go ahead and start kind of cleaning. Oh, I meant to click on the chair. There we go. Let's just move them. And this guy over here as well for a little bit. Credit card is warmed up and ready to buy it so I can give you a review tomorrow. Oh, good deal. And we can go ahead. Let's demo this pool since it's shut down. I don't want to take that one out just yet, but that'll be soon. It does look like a fun update, though. I'll just go ahead and put that there for now. And over here is nothing. We probably relocated, so we can just delete that, and yeah, we can delete a bit more of the path. Kind of right over here. Look, just kind of weirdly segmented like that. Oh! Sorry, y'all. Oh, the other person respawned somewhere else. Alright. Let me turn the size of that down. We can turn the height down, too. It doesn't need to be. Leave those. Let's just... Oh, he's getting up! Well, now he doesn't know... Oh, hold on a second. Did you see that? He just got up from that chair and decided to move one over. Interesting. Okay. It's a little bit baffling sometimes, these, guest actions. Exactly. Alright, now we've got a little extra space over here as well. Eventually, like I said, this is all gonna go away and we're gonna move it toward the back. Kind of right up here. It's a good place, actually. And I'm almost thinking what we could do first is a lazy river kind of right back here. Pork crowd is definitely thinning out a bit. I'm gonna delete these since they don't really function as intended. What we're gonna end up doing is just, let me make sure to turn paths off. Special effects. Okay. Yeah, the railroad. I can't talk. Railroad will end up getting rebuilt at some point. Yeah, we just gotta decide where we want to relocate that. Is the music too loud, or the game overall, or my voice too quiet or loud, or is the sound balance okay? I know I adjusted it the other day for Flight Sim. And for my audio setup, I don't have profiles for different games like I do in OBS for the screens and stuff like that. So just let me know if I need to adjust anything. Everything good. Okay. The other thing is this entrance doesn't really need to be here once we rebuild the new one. Now that park rating is still dropping a fair bit. There's a fair bit of litter, and as we saw earlier, a fair bit of barf in some places. And I think people are a little bit cranky. That's another bug right there. Because this was red, but then we click to go that way, and it goes back to blue, so the filtering is actually okay. Hey, One Shot Motorsport. Hope you're doing well tonight. I appreciate it. I'm doing okay. How are you? What I wanted to check, though, is the needs cleaning. The litter's not bad overall. There's just a couple spots of it, but the, There's a bit of yak there that needs to be cleaned up. They got that. Okay. There's really... And then that one spot over there. Oh, there's one there, I guess. Oh, probably because we didn't add any benches or anything when we cleaned this area up and redid the path. So let's just try to get just a couple available janitors to come take care of that. There's people looking for work, so it's actually not looking too bad. So, let me grab... Let's get that taken care of, and let me find one more. Where is it? Right there? Yeah. Okay. And then let me get one more and get the other spot that we saw. Close enough. Yeah, come over here and take care of that if you would. I'm curious how that... Oh, it's not really getting a whole lot. Interesting. Not had a lot of people buying stuff. Yeah. I mean, the crowd is a bit thin today. That should start going up once the weather gets a bit better. Clear that out there. And it looks like all of the messes have been taken care of. Yes. Very good. We'll come redo that at some point here. And I gotta see... Let's see, maybe perhaps some other rides that could be relocated. You know, when I was talking about utilizing this space for a coaster, I mean, we already have this big hyper coaster running back here. But it almost seems like it would fit really nicely kind of up along the hill. Kind of out over here. JP, what's going on, man? So yeah, we'll see what we can come up with. Maybe some way to utilize this terrain over here. Thinking possibly retheming this coaster a little bit. I want to keep it. It's a great rework. Remember that park I had last time? I have more, so want to see. We'll check it out later. I do want to focus on trying to get some progress with this today. Because I know the last couple streams I've spent a lot of time looking at stuff y'all have built, which is great, but I need to focus on taking care of some stuff in here. And we got this train station that will probably have to get moved at some point if we're going to replace the hydraulic launch coaster that we had before. Wonder how much business this shop gets. Not much. Seems like. What's our weather looking like? Oh, it's gonna get a little warmer tomorrow. Good weather, though. Like I said, it actually does not rain frequently in this biome, interestingly, even though it is statistically the coldest one. Which is kind of interesting. This thing said 2 degrees. That's 36 Fahrenheit. And look at all the people in the pool. And sun lounging. It's a good thing that they don't take temperature really into account. Although that would be cool from a realism perspective. You should do what you suggested and set 1 night per week to showcase other people's stuff. Even more than 1, perhaps. Just to let people know what night, so they know what night to bring stuff. Yeah. Yeah, that's actually a good idea. I should do something like that. Or set, like, a time for a stream. If I get one started up and say, hey, at this time we're gonna go ahead, you know, check some stuff out. Yeah, so we could move this ride, but we would just have to redo the terrain around it. Is anybody really using these? Tell me how many people used it. Yesterday, 0. 0. 0. Nobody's riding the water slides. Yeah, we can go ahead and just shut this down. Now, one thing I'll need to keep an eye on. Unique attractions. Oh, that took a hit. Yeah. Okay. Because, I mean, it's 7 rides, so those technically count as 7 unique attractions. I don't really agree with that, but it is what it is. We'll just add some other stuff for guests to do when we relocate all that mess. Let's put that over there so people have a place to put their litter for now. Yeah, look at this marginally sloppy pool deck over here now. Yeah, there's not a lot of people over here on these rides in the back of the park, but the crowd is thin. Roblox Railfan, how are ya? Alright. Tell you what, to get the park rating back up a bit more, let's slap some stuff down over here. I'm thinking we've got room for a flat ride. Kind of up along here, potentially. get caught up on chat here in just a moment. Do we still? Oh, we do. Okay. Bumper cars are over there. Somebody give me a flat ride recommendation. I went on a ride at the fair that was so fun. I went on it like 17 times. It was called the Zoomer. Oh wow. Secret Life of Pets Off the Leash is replacing Fast and Furious Supercharger at Universal Orlando in 2027. What are my thoughts about it? I haven't even heard that, so I don't really have anything to think. Collider, Scrambler, we can put both. We need to replace. Wait. Oh, no, we have a Scrambler already. Right there. We'll do a Collider. Which one is that? Oh, this here, the Enterprise wheel. Oh, that's actually a fairly large footprint, so we might clear a little bit of room out for it. Can go with that right there. Send the line that way. The exit there. Now I'm thinking that this might be a this would be a spin and barf. We'll build a path up to there, and what I'll probably do is actually have the queue come around through the forest or something like that. Do this rustic. Maybe like that. Do I have a breakdance? What is that? There's a board slide. Yeah, they don't have that named, so I'm not really sure what it is. You'll have to... I'm going to call it Enterprise, because that's what I know these originally as. Look, it's actually got the Viking paint on it. And we can customize that. I like the Argentinian blue. That was the most cool ride in PC1, but they haven't put it in PC2 yet. What is it? Yo guys, I used the LIM family coaster. What theme should I use for it? I don't know. The cool thing about those family coasters is, you can really... I mean, and it's like that with a whole ton of different coasters in this game. But I think especially the family ones, is you can really theme it to just about anything you want. It's a very versatile ride type. Coaster type, I should say. The faded gradient is fine. Coaster carriages. We'll go with a little bit deeper blue there. Like something like that right now. No power. Alright, facilities, whoops. Oh, it's just out of range of that one. Man. Right now I'm building a massive RMC coaster. RMC dueling coaster. Oh, man. You know what I wish that you could do in this game? I'm sure there's a mod that allows it or something like that, but kinda a la Twisted Colossus to actually we can open it outright. Don't have to test it because we didn't change the ride cycle. I like that better. What do they call that? The Mobius loop or something like that, where it's not really two separate stations, but you complete one half and then it lines up with the side coming out of the station and you duel that way. Working on a coaster as well called Fly to the Gardens as a multi-dimensional. Ooh, that sounds fun. Alright, oh, we gotta turn the price down. Yeah, I would not pay $13 to go on that, heck no. Gemini, yeah, kinda like that. Mobius loop, yeah, okay, that's what I thought, but I wasn't 100% sure. But like Twisted Colossus and Gemini is not a bad example too. If I remember right. Alright, let's add a couple more flat rides. I need to do something. Yeah, the park attendance is dropping off because not only the reputation, but look at the unique attractions is low. We need one more to get to 20. So we had 25 and deleting all of those. Why do theme park games have pay-per-ride? Big parks don't do that. No, most don't, but there are some that are free to enter and you do pay-per-ride. I think Knoebels is like that. You pay-per-ride. I know the Fun Spot parks. I mostly use the Topiary and Fairy Tale theme to pull it off. That sounds nice. Who's excited for the Sorcery Pack? Yeah, that's gonna be fun. Intamin Vertical, sorry I missed your up there. Let me get caught back up on chat here. Breakdance, oh, going up here, I missed this too. Breakdance is like teacups, but the cars kind of look down and only seat 2 across. Ooh. Sounds pretty wild. Intamin Vertical Launch Coaster construction update for Viking Park. Well, that's what I had, was that Intamin Hydraulic that we took out to make room for the wooden coaster back there. This nerd. I think those are going to be pretty fun. Do we have the power moves, the Planet Coaster breakdance? No, Polarity, Pathos, no. No, yeah, Sabralmix said it was one of the real popular ones, but they haven't placed that in. I like these, they're like the Flying Magic carpet rides. I want to leave that space open, but potentially we could put something... Thinking of some dead space. We're gonna redo a lot of that there. Maybe... we could do that there. Ah. Also, this is going to be a realistic park, but I don't know if I'll do the thing with actual guests. Oh, it makes sense. Do I have a Himalaya? No, I don't think so. No. Unless I'm thinking of something with a different name. We've got a spare tree. Let's actually move that. Let's move this one too. I'm pretty sure it would clear. The closest we have is a Music Express. Oh, yeah. Okay, one of those. Yeah, we do have that. We could do one of those. I have that. Go with that crimson red. This will go with a darker... go more with a blue rather than the teal. I don't know about the rest of you, but getting these two coasters to reach the top of the lift hill at the same time is annoying. Yeah, if they turn the same direction out of the station, that tends to be the really difficult. The really difficult part to figure. Oh, we lost a lot of money today. Good thing we're not running funds, but that's because, yeah, the park is clearing out big time. We've actually been in the black most of the time. Not today. I'm not really too worried about making this look super pretty. call it the board swing. Is that the most creative name? Definitely not. But that's something to give people something to do. Now, by pulling, I did not realize, I should have been aware of the fact, but, I did not take note of the fact that removing, all of those water slides was going to tank the park rating, despite the fact that nobody's using them anyway. That is the lowest one, though. And the question is why people are thinking that way. Oh, the souvenir is low. The litter and the barf. That should be better. Cut the price down on that. What was that? The Music Express. It's not the Hyperspin. It's this. The Monte Leone. Ah, yes. Litter and barf. I said litter and barf. I guess it did come out in that sense. Litter and the barf, which I actually have seen that happen. It's kinda weird. Now let's not put that there because we're gonna reuse that land here. We probably could put it right back here where we had the old sky wheel. Maybe like there. Give this a little bit of color. Give it some orchestra. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. You just imagine being on that and hearing that, and you're probably getting dizzy, and I'm sure at the rate that we see some people barfing in this park, it'll probably make some guests sick, and there you are listening to... See what's in the Legacy. Oh, when I previewed the spring orchestra music. That's actually pretty kind of cool. Midnight Boogie is a good one. Not seeing that. I could have missed it. I may have passed over it, but I'm not seeing that. Oh, right here, okay. Oh, that is a good one. Yeah, let's go with that. That's a fun. Alright, let's color the ride. I could do without the green, yellow, and orange, though, I'll tell you that much. Actually, let's reverse that. Area 1, I think, is going to be the steps down here. I want to go with a darker brown for that. Maybe almost something like that. Yeah, that looks okay, I suppose. We'll go with a deeper blue for that. Alright, and now the carts. So I think those don't change. It's gonna be the lower part down there. Let's give that deep blue. This is gonna be the upper part. Yeah, okay. Maybe the medium brown there. And then the wheels and the lap bars. We could go with a light. Medium gray is fine. Right, that looks a little bit more appropriately colored. Open it up. Alright, so we're up to 20... Yeah, 21. So we need 4 more to max that out. We gotta get this park reputation up. So let's take a look and see. Check the heat map for the... Okay, overall the park is still looking clean. That's a good sign. So we're okay there. Let's see. Advertising. Oh, those are all maxed out, so yeah, we couldn't really do any advertising to help out with that there. Crowds should start coming back here. Gonna turn some light on. It's getting dark. Yeah, this is the thing about this time of year is it gets dark earlier and earlier. And that changes actually pretty rapid. Right around the spring and autumn equinoxes. Actually, now can you check out my map real quick after you're done with any rides? Just give me a little bit, okay? Oh, there's still this lifeguard chair here. I forgot I had that. Oh, and that one too. Let's put those all up over this way. In fact, we could actually get rid of it. We'll not fire the lifeguard by deleting the chair. We really don't need that right now. And whoa, clean all of that. You should add a kids area if you don't have one, like a friendly Viking theme. Yeah, that could be fun. And then if we demo these trees here, and that just opens up kind of an additional plot of land. In reality, all of this could get moved that way. Hang a lifeguard to watch a field of grass. Has your park been bought by Six Flags? Right? Man, I'm a little... So, I've been checking news on Busch Gardens, and Kumba still is not open, and I've heard people are starting to rip the park. And they said that they've been lately running like one train ops on most of the coasters there. I know it's the off season, but it's also shutting down at like 5 or 6 in the evening. That's... I don't agree with that. Alright. Other thing I think we can do, let's actually... Let's move these two shops just kind of on a temporary basis. Snap that into place. And then this here... We've got them over there. there, so it's probably best to try to keep it in this footprint somehow. I don't like the way that kind of sticks out, but yeah, let's do that there, and we can actually space these properly. So we'll do a couple little stamps. Oh! Hold on a second, that didn't line up. Oh, wait, no, it's a little staircase down, I think. Or is that... I don't think I wanted to do that. That's what we wanted there. Cookie Pirate 2 new YouTube channel is coming soon, maybe? What? I've been watching a series on YouTube of these enthusiasts touring the Japanese theme parks. They take 15 to 20 minutes to launch per coaster, close all rides when it rains, and only release coaster trains half full. What? That sounds absurd. Let's get that, kind of spaced a little bit. We'll clean all that up here in a moment. Oh! No! Sorry about that. Well, there's nobody else over here now, so we can actually just go in and demo this. Oh, path's back on. Alright, now we got that mess cleaned up. Dale, what's going on, man? Park looks so good, you gotta either have them trains go under or over those paths. Yeah. Yeah, I've talked about reworking the railroad. We will at some point. It's not at the top of my to-do list at the moment. But we will do something with that. Alright, I'm gonna save here. I'm gonna go check out JP's park real quick. Because he's asked. I'm not gonna spend a lot of time on it. But I do want to go look and see what he's done. So let me go into the workshop, my subscriptions. Oh, it's a separate code. Alright, you get that. I'm gonna step away real quick. We'll be right back. Alright, we're back. Yeah, hey, you could have posted it, and, not criticizing you for not, but yeah, you could have posted it and I'd enter it when I get back, but I'm good. Let me get caught back with my chat. Let's see. Should be safety is your main concern and priority at Cookie Pirate Viking Park. Alright. Alright, let's go in and it's this one here. Let's check it out. We'll spend a little bit of time looking at it. I want to check the park out. We'll take a look at your coasters, and then I'll jump back in the Viking one. Alright, so let's see here. So we've got... I take it this is where your entrance is... Oh no, it's over here. Okay. Cookie's a friend of Orange Grove 55 and Mr. Webba and Mr. Seymour Duck and George the Disney and Theme Park. I don't know what you're talking about. Alright, so we got a swing ride. Got a... Oh, excuse me. Oh, man. Pretty sure I just started an earthquake somewhere. Sorry about that, folks. The Isle of Discovery. I have seen that blueprint in a couple videos. That is beautiful. And we've got the stairs. Add some railings up here. Since Dale is big on park safety. Alright, and then we've got two coasters here. We'll check them out real quick. Yeah, thank you. Whoa! Sci-fi. Ooh. That tunnel needs a little bit of work there. Ooh, I like that. Oh. not seeing all the comments. Oh, if your chat is set to top chat, it may not display all of them. If you set it to live chat, it will. Exit, entrance, right there. That was cool. So a little bit of feedback for you on that. That is a long tunnel section. And it looks like it's got some pretty good pacing after that first launch. This over here feels a little bit dead. That's probably taking your EFN ratings down a bit. And remember, when you ride the Fly to the Gardens, turn the time of day to night. You didn't say that before, actually. Hello, Meganos. How's it going, man? The tunnel down here, I know there's a couple times it kind of clipped a little bit. Given, and I know this would be a lot of work. Given the tunnel is pretty irregular with a lot of turns and stuff, but I think given that it's kind of like a sci-fi themed ride, it would really be cool to see some metal pieces to build a tunnel. I know that's a big ask. Given that's really extensive. I like that, though. Meanders isn't the right word, because it actually has a pretty good layout down through here, and it's meant to be on the milder side, given that it's a family launch coaster. Once you get out to this, the launch into the kind of the airtime hill, I like that. You'll need to do something with this here. I know it's a work in progress. Good there. It kind of coasts around, comes up into this. That's a lot of, that is a lot of brake track to end the coaster. I mean, you're not going super fast at this point. So I think the amount of brakes you have are a little much. You could even drop it down, give one more pop of airtime up into the final brake run. But that's not a bad start, though. I like this transfer track and the little kind of maintenance bay you have there. Oh, you have 3 coasters, this Impulse. Can give that a shot. I like these. Some lighting in the tunnel would be effective, but that's probably a final tweak. Right to the top. Nice. I like impulse coasters. They're easy and they're crowd pleasers. Yes, I remember. You need to experience once is Universal Orlando Resort in real life with friends. I've been there. It's been a long time, but I've been there. Mist effects and let's get some fireworks and most importantly lasers. Yeah, for that sci-fi section, like a laser show would actually be pretty cool. Yeah, Brahmic, I don't know what's going on then. They just might not have said anything. Alright. Oh, it is already testing. What? No. Alright, no, hold on. What I'm gonna do is shut the coaster down, restart the test, and we'll ride it. Do I want to check your RMC after this? Yeah! Yeah, I'll have to go back and pull the code. Unless you want to repost it here, that'll save me a little bit of time. This looks really cool. I really like the topiary that you've used. The dragon with the fire. Yeah, if you don't mind, that would save a little bit of time. Drop track. And it sends you backwards. Ooh. Actually, as the launch section takes you backwards. That's a pretty extensive amount of kind of backwards track. I like the music and the theming. Whoa, that is interesting how that track kind of goes up and down like that as it turns. Shift track right here. All custom made. Yeah, that looks really good. And we're back into the station. Yeah, the music fits super well for this. That's very nice. Oh, and look up there, there's a knight. I didn't see that before. Uh-oh. Oh, it's still going. What? Planet Coaster's first flight music. Interesting, okay. Wait, is that it? Yeah, oh, that's the station right there. Okay. I really like the theming of this. That's fantastic. Very well done. One thing, in my opinion, you have a ton of backward track. I would vary that a little bit. I think you could do the second section. Actually, that might be... That would probably be too tough to redo. Maybe not. I would send either the second or the third section back forward. That's just my personal preference, though. I don't know why that's so low. That should be way better. But yeah, this was really nicely done. That castle for the station. The topiary is fantastic. Well, that's a different car. Very nice. I look forward to seeing what more you do with it. Alright, let's go check out... This will be the last one I look at for now. And... Again, yeah, you all did ask. Yesterday. That's one of Bromic's creations right there. That's neat. I'll be looking forward to checking that out. Oh, you made this. I saw this the other day. I didn't realize that was you. Thank you. I don't like all the backwards track stuff for too long, nor spinning. That's my personal opinion. Yeah. The amount of backwards track on that did seem slightly... It's just a little bit excessive. Baby costs 60,000. Oh, we're back in here. Now we've got to get a default. Well, face reveal reaction. We need to see what it looked like in real life. I've got a couple videos with my face up. They're super old. I don't generally do that because I don't have a real overlay to set all that stuff, and I don't want to take up screen space. Oh, I need to go back into here. It'd be better if you're sharing the code. Oh, it better be if you're sharing the code. Oh, no. Hey, everybody starts somewhere. Alright. Let me go in here and grab that. It does look like a good coaster, though. I like RMCs. And I'm gonna take what you said with a grain of salt, because you said it's not my best for that last one, and I really liked that first RMC that you did. Oh, one of those flying snake dives. Nice slightly outer bank turn. That's going to be a real high lateral point right there. I know from how fast it took that turn. That's going to be a little bit of a problem area right there. Oh, very nice. I love a good 0G stall. Alright. Yeah, and then right into the station. Okay. Alright. I like that train, and the color fits really nicely. Alright, I'm gonna start with my criticism of the ride. Redo this a little bit, straighten it out, make it a little streamlined. That's a little bit of a nitpicky thing, but that just, it gives the ride the sense of a little bit more finesse. And I've got some coasters with some really awkward kind of autocomplete transitions into the, back into the station too, so. Somewhere on here, I'm looking to see exactly where it was. I don't remember. I don't think it's that. I think it's this right here. Your laterals are going to be really high. So if we go in... It was right there. If we go to your test results, you see those laterals over 4Gs? That's a little bit excessive. I would try to temper that down. What you could do is draw that turn out a little bit And I see what you were going for, trying to get the rolls to go up and over like that. I would try to reprofile this, maybe level it off where it doesn't have as much speed, kind of draw that turn outward a little bit more. That might be a little nitpicky, but that's going to be... I think that's going to be a little bit of a problem area. That's actually not bad. It's not taking much of a hit on excitement, but right through here, that's a pretty steep valley too. If we go back, your verticals of 6, that's going to be a little intense. Almost -3. I mean, I love ejector airtime, but that's kind of pushing the limits. I wouldn't really go beyond that. 6 inversions, a lot of good airtime. It does seem like your pops of airtime are a little on the shorter side, but that's not a bad thing. So if we go back in here, look at your fear. It's actually not that bad. It does get strong here, kind of building up into that. That's going to be more of your vertical Gs. It's a little intense through that. Probably some of your laterals are a bit on the high side. Your nausea here and up through there. So some of that probably needs a little bit of work. You're so bad at dealing with G-forces. It takes practice, and you're really not that far off. If we look at your laterals, it's not that high right there, but coming out of that, it spikes a bit. I'm trying to find the place. It's a bit high there. Right through there, it's a bit whippy. That might be kind of the high point. It seemed like it was worse over here, taking that turn. I'd have to rewrite it again. Does Planet Coaster have a Kitty Coaster ENF? I believe it does. Let me look in just a second. Yeah, your vertical's out of here. That needs to be reprofiled. Try to maybe taper that off a little bit coming down and bring it out a little bit more. That might also help with that turn a bit. And the same thing when you start to send the train back upward, because that's probably your most intense moment other than this right here, which I saw was a problem on the excitement. Some good airtime. That is a sharp... That's your -2.7, or whatever it was right there. That up there is probably pretty high as well. I would say, and I mean no disrespect, I liked your first RMC better than this one, personally. But you've got a really good layout with this. I love the elements. There's some great outer banked airtime. The inversions are really nice. So you're doing a lot of stuff right, but you just need to finesse some of the, really the hills and valleys is where you're getting really excessive G-forces that's causing the intensity to spike, the fear factor, and the nausea to sustain a little bit higher as well. But this is not a bad coaster by any means. This is a good start. This has the potential to be an incredible RMC. You just have to kind of finesse some of the G-force spikes in it. Really good though. I like that. Alright, to answer your question, we're good custom clear. And we'll switch to the manufacturer. I believe this is the equivalent of ENF Miller. I'm not 100% sure, so let me double check it. ENF Miler is confirmed. Yeah, FNN Thriller. Yeah, so what it looks like, they do not have it. The only thing they have is the log flume. Or the antique water coaster, I suppose. Other options for your kiddie coasters, I believe, are going to be, other than Vekoma, you're going to have, I want to say it's an alternate lift hills. You got Zephyr. That's, I'm pretty sure, Zamperla. Gerstlauer's there. There's your wild mouse. Thanks for checking it out. Absolutely, man. You're off to a good start. It needs work, but this is definitely workable. Like, you've got a really good layout. It needs finesse. You don't have to scrap it and start over. So, alright, let me exit out there. Thank you for looking. Yeah, of course. Making an RMC now as well. Alright, good deal. Alright, let me go back into this. I'm going to do a little bit more stuff. I'm probably going to head off in the next half hour or so. JP, your park is off to a really good start. Alright, let's go back into this mess here and see what's going on. If we can add a couple extra rides somewhere to get the attraction rating back up, that'll pull the park reputation up. I'll set that at 26 bucks. That's, so I think when we yeah, okay, that's fine. We'll set that slightly lower, just for a little while to draw some crowds in. And let me grab the terrain tool and just smooth that over. That was where the launch for that Nordic coaster that we had. Flatten that there too. Smooth out some of that terrain. And we'll probably look at rerouting. Kind of relocating some of these shops. But what I'm thinking is this looks like a good space for something compact like a Gerstlauer. I hate that when they board the rides they run like Godzilla is chasing them, but when they exit they become the Night of the Living Dead. Oh man, that's funny. That's a really good description. That's a really good point too, though, and it kind of makes your exit placement important. Interestingly, doesn't matter for coasters with small stations like that, but on some of those longer ones like the hypers and stuff, yeah. And because of that mechanic, it's like, because of that speed, you have to have the exit close to the middle of the ride platform. Because if you put it at either end, the people in the front or back of train, depending on what's furthest from the exit, takes them forever to get off, and then the coaster won't board. So it actually sits longer in the station in that regard. And it can hold up trains on the brakes, or it can, if your timing is really low, it will send out not full trains. So oh, we've already got one of those. We've got that, we've got that. Alright, we're gonna put, Bromix trademark Oh Hell No ride. That's too cluttered right there. Exactly, hence the reason I prefer separate boarding and exit stations. I don't mind that either. But I generally try, just because of the amount of space doing 2 stations takes up, especially for rides with long trains, I usually just prefer a reversed entry and exit. So. And that's the way most coasters in the real world do that. There ain't enough vodka in your park to get me on that thing. Let's just set one up over here. Give people something to do. Really? There's no power to it? Oh, come on. Wonder if we can rotate it. If that would make any difference. It does! Interesting. What's that right there? Ah, that path doesn't tie in. I was hoping it would. Easy fix. And, oh, come on. Call it the Aurora Swing. Oh, excuse me. Man. Turn the angle snap on and just kind of have it wrap its way around to that. I actually do enjoy these. And it just spins. Okay. Make sure there was no other variations that we could do possibly. I would not enjoy this spinning backwards, I can tell you that much. Alright, let's go with that there. And, well, adjust the colors. It's carriage. Frame. And because this is pretty tall, you get a look to the top. Go with that typical Argentinian blue. Alright, so your frame 2, I believe, is going to be that. I like the brown better. Area 3 is going to be that right there, so we'll go with a nice deep blue. We could even make that sapphire slightly darker. And the carriage, that's super easy because it only has 2. Frame area 1 is going to be that lower part down there, so we'll do maybe a Spanish gray. Shem, what's going on, man? I hope it's going well. The Skyflyer rides do give me the heebie-jeebies. I actually enjoy them, even though I'm afraid of heights, which is a little bit funny. Alright, that matches that way. And we'll do the Argentinian blue for that, and we'll do that dark sapphire for the back of the chairs. I'm almost thinking it would be nice if you could do like some sort of a transition color for the tower. I think the drop tower you can. I would get that more along the lines of colors of the actual Aurora. So maybe that's not the best name for it. I'm gonna call it just Sky Swing. Aurora Swing, I think. Just the colors there doesn't match. What? Oh, how? What? We placed the exit. And now we can open it. That'll give people something to do there. And we've got to adjust the price. No, it's not too close to the coaster. Because I don't think it really starts swinging at full speed until it gets way up. I want to say the way it's set up too, it doesn't really swing outside, it doesn't move much outside the platform. I'm gonna save that plot there. I mean, we could always slap a flat right over here on a temporary basis and move it. Is that a hyper? Yeah, it is. It's close to a giga. I want to say it's like 270 something feet tall. Northern Frights. Ooh, I like that. You know what? We're gonna probably put another ride on the on Brawlmix oh hell no list. Not that. Not that. Guess I could go into tower. That! And once again, I hear the angry cow. Oh, you know what? We're gonna have to get creative with the entrance and exit. And exit will fit perfectly there, but the entrance would have to come around the back, kind of into there. This one here, though, I mean, the colors would fit the Northern Lights theme. See, I would ride that because there's more than chain link holding my butt 400 feet in the air. That's fair. What is it at Busch Gardens? Falcon's Fury is just like one of these, and it is definitely a little bit of a heart stopper once you're hanging and the chairs tilt, but once you drop, it's like fine. But that really is a fun ride. I actually like that one a lot. Now, this here, I would want some sort of a gradient. What does the top look like with that? Oh, that is slick. Where even... you know, I can't even really see where on the frame that pattern is set. That's cool, those stripes there. Oh, that... I see it, it kind of overlaps here. What do you think about the colors, though? Does that seem to fit, like, the Northern Lights kind of color nicely? Planet Zoo 2 is coming! Oh, wow! That's gonna be pretty cool. I actually do like the color scheme that has. It does kind of look like the Northern Lights. The colors are a little bit out of place, but it seems to fit the theming. You need green? I mean, this is like a greenish teal. Probably gonna jump off in the next 10 minutes or so. So, want to see the park rating kind of trickle back up. Should be coming up now that the weather's good and people should be less cranky. But if we go in and just look at the rating, yeah, 2 more rides. Just finished my RMC, want to see it. We'll do that tomorrow. All right. Because we took a bit of time checking out your park and then the other rides. All of those are back up in the green now. This was in the orange. Super stoked for the DLC and update. That's gonna be fun. Oh, wait, I forgot. It just, it stops spinning on the way down. I have to eat by... Alright, Roblox Real Fan, thanks so much for hanging out. Enjoy your food and have a great evening. We'll see you next time. Brawl Mick jumping off now. Thanks again for a fun stream. If you're looking at stuff, I'll share my dueling RMC, but you're not obligated. Yeah. Yeah, I think we, I think we'll have some time for that. And we'll check out, oh, excuse me, JP's RMC as well. 2 PM, is that the release time for the, DLC and the update? Yeah, I'm gonna go too. I have to go to bed soon anyway. Bye. Have a great night. All right, JP. You too. Thanks so much for hanging out. Yeah, we'll check your coaster out tomorrow too. I'm gonna be wrapping up for the evening here. Myself. I know it's not quite. I know as long as I said, but I've got to get up and do some stuff. And it seems like a pretty good time to end. 2 PM Pacific. 5 East Coast, yeah. Well, I usually don't start my streams until way later than 5 Pacific, or 5 Eastern anyway, so. Where's Jimpers? I don't know. I know sometimes he doesn't jump on until fairly late. So. Got an early start, and I've got stuff I need to do. So, I think this is a good point to leave it off. Of course, the park crowd and the rating have kind of tanked after we got rid of those water slides, but also is kind of the after effect of the rain. Okay, yeah, so it swings here. You can see that is... Oh, it does swing over the coaster. I actually want to watch that real quick. Don't think it really affects. But I'm kind of curious. Down it goes, and it stops swinging right over that track. Interesting. I mean, that's probably not its permanent place. Yeah. Right on. Good stuff. See you tomorrow, brother. All right, Dale. Thanks so much for hanging out. Have a great evening. All right. That's a good point to leave it. I'm going to head off for the night. I appreciate all of you hanging out. I look forward to being back on tomorrow. I don't know if I'm going to get the DLC right away. But we'll talk about it. We'll look at the news article, kind of the fixes that they have in the free update 7. And then we'll just kind of keep screwing around in this park, I think. But I do have plans for that new park. And I think maybe tomorrow I'll talk about that as well. So, with all of that said, thank you all again. I hope you all have a great rest of the evening or whatever time of day it is where you're at. Enjoy it. I look forward to being back tomorrow. Hope to catch you all there. And as always, until then, take care. Stay safe. We'll see ya.